How to choose a PPO. A PPO, or Preferred Provider Organization, helps members see a variety of doctors without incurring extra costs. Although patients can get special rates for visiting any doctors that are in-network, going beyond the approved network of care providers will often result in much larger bills. Consider your medical needs, plan options, and budget when choosing a PPO. Make sure the doctors you need are covered under the plan. While PPOs typically have more extensive networks than HMOs, it is important to see if any of your preferred providers are not on the list. With some doctors that you see only once a year, you may be willing to switch. But with a doctor or therapist you see regularly, you may want them to be in-network, as that can save you a lot of money. Typically you should ask the provider and look up the information through your insurance's online service, assuming it provides one. However, you may need to navigate certain hurdles after the initial questions if your doctor is part of multiple medical groups, if the doctor but not the clinic is covered, or if the doctor accepts different insurance at different practices. You can find out if your doctor is in-network if you look up the doctor on your insurance website. You can also ask the doctor's office. Look at what health conditions the provider covers. Some plans don't trademark T cover hearing aids or hearing loss, for instance, while others do. In any case, if you have particular needs, you should take a look at what each plan covers. It could save you a lot of money in the long run. You should consider whether your provider covers prescriptions, testing supplies, or other potential medical products specific to your conditions. Consider what procedures the provider covers. Just as with conditions, what procedures a plan includes is vitally important. Some PPOs don't trademark T cover tonsillectomies, for instance. While you may not know what you might need in the future, talk with a doctor to determine your potential need for a particular procedure and consider the PPO trademark S plan. Compare the PPO plan with other kinds of coverage, HMOs, for example. There are several advantages to having a PPO plan, such as being able to choose your own doctor without having to go through your primary provider. In terms of in-network coverage, PPOs tend to have more options than HMOs. Knowing how PPOs compare both with each other and with other kinds of plans will help you make the best decision for you and your family. Other types of plans besides PPOs are described below. An HMO, Health Maintenance Organization, is a provider plan that has more limited options than a PPO. It also is more focused on prevention and may require you to live in a particular area to be eligible. An EPO, Exclusive Provider Organization, is a plan where you are only covered if you go to in-network doctors. Emergencies are accepted. APOS, Point of Service, is a plan where you may pay less for in-network doctors for care, but it requires a referral to go to a specialist, whereas PPOs do not. 5. Ask questions. Before deciding on a plan, you'll want to talk to the insurance provider. Some of these questions would include what the plans cover. Does the plan cover newborn care, or does it cover prescription drugs? How much it costs? What is the premium? What's the out-of-pocket maximum, and what doctors and hospitals it covers? Is my gynecologist, Dr. Smith, covered? Weighing costs and benefits, do the math. While the premiums are higher and there is usually a deductible, you have a broader range of choices for providers with PPOs than with HMOs. However, if you need to see an out-of-network provider, your costs will be lower with a PPO than with an HMO. Consider also whether the higher premium fits in with your budget in regards to how much you're getting in return and whether you want trademark LL save money. Different PPOs will have different rates and different deductibles. For instance, if a PPO has a higher deductible, e.g. $1,000, and premium, e.g. $200/MO, than an HMO, e.g. $500 and $100/MO respectively, but your specialist is covered under the PPO and not the HMO, you may save money by going with the PPO. If your specialist's bill is $5,000, for instance, then you would pay $5,000 under the HMO, because the provider is out of network. With the PPO, you would pay the deductible of $1,000, thereby saving you $4,000. Consider copays and deductibles, as well as the premiums. There are different levels of PPOs with different benefits. Generally, the higher the premium, the lower the copays and deductibles. Again, though, you need to determine whether in your yearly budget it is worthwhile to pick a higher premium plan. For instance, if one plan has a low copay, $10 to $20, but a higher deductible, more than $2,000, it may be better for a healthy person than a plan with a higher copay, $40, and a lower deductible, less than $2,000, which might be better for a person who knows they may need surgeries or other expensive care. Consider enrolling in a health savings account, HSA. An HSA is a good way to help you cover the costs not covered by your PPO. It allows you to save money specifically for medical expenses. Besides, enrolling often has many benefits through the insurance company, including discounted rates. In order to sign up for an HSA, you need to have a high deductible insurance plan, HDIP, which can be a PPO 17. Your employer may offer the HSA, or you may be able to go through your bank or credit union. Consider cost versus potential benefits. While PPOs often are more flexible than other plans, consider the flexibility of each PPO. The premiums are also usually higher than other plans. By looking at the specific plans, you will have a better sense of whether what they offer is worth it. While PPOs may provide more flexibility, more doctors in network, they may come with a higher deductible, a higher out-of-pocket maximum, and a higher premium than other plans. Be sure to look closely at these figures, and if you are receiving a lot of expensive care, weigh the deductibles, out-of-pocket maximums, co-pays, and premiums before deciding on a PPO. Consider in-network and out-of-network costs when choosing a plan. Different PPOs cover different doctors, procedures, etc. Euro Trademark LL need to know what each plan offers, and whether it is worth your while given your current health plan to enroll in any particular PPO. One of the advantages of a PPO is that it often covers a percentage of out-of-network providers, where a lot of other plans don't cover out-of-network providers at all. If you know you'll need a lot of flexibility for your healthcare, you have a rare or dangerous condition, you may want to look to see what percentage of out-of-network coverage is provided. For instance, some plans may only cover 50% of out-of-network services, while covering 80% of in-network or other expensive care. Consider enrolling in a health savings account, HSA. An HSA is a good way to help you cover the costs not covered by your PPO. It allows you to save money specifically for medical expenses. Besides, enrolling often has many benefits through the insurance company,